Oh yeah, message. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do a good, meaningful dialogue. Life for every one of us, rich, poor, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Arabic, Jewish, whatever. Life is a twists and turns, ups and downs, a roller coaster, and sometimes it's not in increments, or how can I say not increments, sorry about that, but it's not in a chronological order. Things happen when they happen. But humanity and Homo sapiens, we were made to be hunter and gatherers, meaning that we were supposed to do things as a unit, do things as a group, do things as a community, do things as a collective. You get what I'm saying? Not collective outcome, but it's like if you're going to hunt for food, or if you're going to grab food or something, and it's a wild buffalo to chickens to fish and all the other stuff, everybody go out and go gather food for the village, okay? Now, some people they're pretty good at doing fishing. Some people be good at deer hunting. Some people may be good at wild buffalo hunting and everything. This doesn't matter, or vegetables and fruits or whatever. But when you bring it back to the community, it's a barter trade structure that's there that allows for everybody to get a piece of everything, or something of everything, or do a trade of value and everything, exchange and everything like that. So I know I'm seeing a lot of like random stuff, but my point of it is that in the last, I'll say, maybe 200 to 300 years, we've adopted something that's very, very new to Homo sapiens. And it's a every man for themselves culture. It's a winner-loser culture. It's a capitalist culture, which I love America. I love everything about America. I love the opportunity of developing yourself into a value. I love that. There's nothing wrong with that. I love it, and I will always advocate it. I'm just telling you, a lot of the way that we think about life and living life and interacting with human beings and each other is very new to Homo sapiens evolution, to the process of the sun coming up, the sun coming down, the fire and food, and just the growth of nature, and just the naturality of a human being's primal purpose and primal instincts and primal ability. All this, how we actually function and utilize ourselves, is new. And it's literally, and what I mean by new is, it's not 1,000 years old. It's not 2,000 years old. It's not 10,000 years old. It's like 300 years old. You know what I'm saying? So when you get all these social dynamics, relationships, it's like you can't keep two people together. They won't go through the shit of it together. Because it's because the way that we all are, you got to understand, me and you, we're like 50, like I'm not 50 years old, but everything our parents to us coming into existence is within a 50 to 100 year period. You get what I'm saying? Meaning that the way that we're dealing with each other is really new. You get what I'm saying? And then you're by yourself, you're solo on this planet, and you're interacting, and you're plotting, and you're strategizing, and you're doing things very solo. And if you include people into what you're doing, it's at your own detriment. It may be good. You may have really good people around you. You may have a good community. You may have strong people that got good foresight and got good broad spectrum to what's the interaction here. But then again, you might be people that be self-preservation. They might be risk avert, and they might attack you just for showing that you wanted to join on something, or how can I say, collaborate, or that you communicated a strategy that they may not be suitable for, or it may not be where they can be even see themselves psychologically understanding how to evaluate that in the scheme of things. So the reason why I'm saying this is because as we move forward in 2025, and it's going to be the first time I really adopt every man for themselves type of structure to how I move, how I act, how I interact, how I do my business, all that stuff. And I'm telling you, I did the detailed research on this. And I'm telling you that you're at your own detriment if you're not making sure you're tight, you're secure, you're successful in whatever way that you need to be successful in your way. Whatever goals and structure and path that you set out for yourself, that's got to be primal. And you got to be willing to lose everything for that. Now, for me, that's new for me. I'm like, hey, we all can kind of do what we want to do and have the same and the outcome of what we individually want to outcome individual, but it won't have to be to the destruction of another person. But the enemies at the gate say yes, it does, because their happiness is in the destruction of you. So, and if that's the situation, you got to have your antennas up. You don't want to react to everyone in the mindset of that, but you do want to have your antennas up. Is this an attack, or is that a preemptive swing of the fists, or is this a actual like situation where we're just kind of filling each other out? You know what I'm saying? Is this a preemptive attack? Is it a Trojan horse? What is this scenario? You got to be intelligent enough to do that. Bobby Fischer, the chess player, he was very strategic and very analyzing of the battlefield and the psychosis of human beings, and he applied like how he won a actual chess match to how he sees like chess playing in life. So I only say this, and I'll wrap this up real quick because I ain't want to be too long, but I'll wrap this up by saying that Bobby Fischer, chess player, understood the big scope of life and choices and decision making and the repercussions of decision making. And so he went pretty crazy. You know what I'm saying? With the information that was carrying in his head and the knowledge that he carried in his head, he went pretty crazy. He was a major disconnect from human beings, not because he was just loony and he was just crazy and it was unrealistic stuff that he was going through. It was that he knew too much information about life, about our government, about the humanity and the interaction between humans, and it sent him into the oblivion. And it happened to a lot of people like that. You get what I'm saying? So my message is, I guess we got to kind of talk about this a little bit more, but in the big scheme of things, the time is of the essence. You get what I'm saying? Hold 1 second. Sorry about that. So time is of the essence, and so if we get it done as fast as possible, then you want to do that. You get what I'm saying? So I say this, I know I'm in the midst of doing multitasking and everything like that, but I say this to say that I'm trying to achieve the things I'm trying to achieve. I'm trying to grow in the way I'm trying to grow. But at the same time, a lot of the things that I would have been going for and I would have been trying to kind of like execute on, I did. I pretty much execute on it. And now I'm finessing things. Even like I'm a filmmaker. So right now I have about 5 to 6 movies I'm about to release, and I'm tightening them up. I'm making sure that on theater sound, surround sound, that it plays good, that it sounds good. People, theater screens, it look good. IMAX screens, it look good. Even if it's just an inner city independent film, the technical expertise that we have and the ability that we have is to have that level. And I shot like that. I'm doing my stuff in that manner. I'm using every inch of the possibility of making a movie, okay? So in that situation, I'm just saying, in the big scheme of things, sometimes people think small. People think so risk avert and scary that can become your culture. That can become how you move and how you think and how you actually execute on stuff. But you can't let that be the definition of stuff. You can't, because it's going to go against what you're trying to get accomplished. So I'm done with that. I'll speak to you guys soon.